Hey guys, Tim Wallace here, back with you.
Andrew, what's up? What's up?
Hey, just catching y'all up. I did it again. I done a bunch of work without filming it, but I'm gonna get better about that. Got a really great surprise here. It took us how long? How long have we been working on this?
I feel like it's been a year, right?
Probably right at about a year. I'd
Yeah.
have to look back to be sure, but a year in the making, and we finally have the 54 finished. So check this out. There it
You
is.
got your sunglasses on now. This chrome might be, a little bright.
Yeah. Make sure you check all this bright work out. This thing turned out really cool, if I do say so myself. So, like I said, we skipped way ahead, but let me just give you the quick rundown. We did a satin clear coat over the original paint, so it preserves the patina. We were going to wasn't going to buff it, but decided to do a satin clear coat, and it turned out really cool. It's got just the right sheen, and it complements the chrome so well. Did all new emblems, hood bird, obviously grill, bumper, all that. Kind of get it here. We finally painted the wheels, got rid of that terrible blue color, painted them gloss black.
Yeah, glad you did that.
Yeah. We got the bullet caps, bullet lug nuts. Just set the ride height. Wanted to make it low, noticeably lower, but not impractically low. Like, I don't want to have to go sideways over railroad tracks and speed bumps. But, it looks low. So, it turned out really well.
Saving those slam cars for me.
Yeah, Andrew's the king of slam over
I like
here.
them a little low. I like them to throw little sparks on the freeway every once in a while.
Yeah, that's not the goal for this particular unit, but turned out real cool. All new taillights, all new LED bulbs front and rear. Got the little spikes on the tag, just kind of tie it together. Coolly enough, they actually had power glides in these cars, and they had power glide emblems. Even though this car was a factory 3-speed on the column, I figured, why not? It's a hot rod. Who cares if I change an emblem or two? Kind of seeing the trunk. It's a little dirty. Got to clean that out one more time, but all Raptor liner in there, nice and clean and solid. Ready to throw your cooler full of adult beverages, chairs, whatever it takes to have a good time.
A lot of water.
A lot of water. It's hot out here. Left the had to leave the stickers. Hijacker air shock stickers. They're just too cool, Had to leave those. You can peek through the back window here. You can see did the Indian blanket, Falsa blanket, Mexican blanket, whatever you want to call it. Did that on the package tray and used blanket seat covers. These are actual seat covers, not just blankets. I had to leave the bullet holes in the window. They're not actually holes if you look. It's just where like a BB gun hit it. But it complements the look of the car so well, and it doesn't leak, and the window still rolls up and down, so I'm leaving it. It's neat. See in the back here, front and rear bench covers, they still fold, so you can put all the young ladies in the back, whatever. New carpet kit. You've already seen all the new floorboards under there. New seal plates. Walton Fabrications pedal hanging down there. Dudes did a great job. Everything bolted right in with their swinging pedal kit. Couldn't ask for it to be any nicer. Retained the stock steering wheel and column. Used a CPP adapter, and that worked out great. Got the little vintage style floor shift, just because got rid of all the red. If you remember, it had all red metal in here, which was terrible. Just satin black on everything. Little triple gauge pod for the hot rod feel.
I like this little touch too. You didn't even point that out.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that. I just now noticed that. That's just a little cool little touch.
We had to tie it in. Had a little extra material, so why not? New foam in there. Cleaned up all the chrome the best we could. I didn't want this to be an over-the-top show car. This is a killer little weekend bar hopper cruise in show thing. This And that's what it is. Something you're not afraid to drive in the rain. Something that you're not afraid to leave it in the, you know, the grocery store parking lot. You know, something you can really enjoy. So let's pop the hood here. Sheesh.
Look at that.
So,
about the dual carbs.
Yeah, 250 inline six, upgrade from the stock motor. We already went over that, but just for the folks that weren't here, it's Offenhauser intake, twin carbs. They run so smooth. I mean, it idles great, starts great, runs great. It's got that good vintage feel. Aluminum radiator.
So you can drive it.
So we could actually drive it.
In Georgia heat.
In Georgia heat, exactly. But painted the top black because I don't want it just staring you at the face. You know, I don't know. It's just, I want it to feel vintage. I know the center of it being aluminum is not vintage, but it just looks better than all aluminum because it's, I don't know, it's what I like. Did the Walton Fabrications firewall brake thing once again. Seamless assembly, perfect. Everything worked out exactly like it should have. Yeah, I mean, just real simple, tidy. Power steering kit here. Factory pump and bracket off of like a late 70s C10, mixed in with the Mustang 2 front suspension from Speedway. All that works good, turns well. Yeah, the S10, we did the 4-wheel drive, disc brake, limited slip, S10 rear end. Everyone online said that it would be the perfect width and it would work like it's supposed to, and they were pretty much exactly right. It took a little massaging, had to make some things, trim some things, get it to work. I think most people that run these rear ends, the cars aren't quite as low as this one, so I had to do a little bit of clearance work on the frame and stuff, but nothing major. Worked out really well. Unfortunately, the highest gear ratio you can get in these rear ends is a 342, coupled with a power glide that limits us to about 55, 60 miles an hour before it's, you know, it feels like it's about the top end of where it wants to hum. So might go back and put a little bit higher, may go with the 308 or something, or may just keep it in around the town, a little hop up machine, you know, I don't know. But it's come together so well. I mean, it's, you can, let's see, we'll get down here. I mean, just, I love it because it's a 150. You know, most of these cars you see today are Bel Airs, and I guess they probably, more of those probably survived because they were more expensive cars, so people took better care of them. You know, the 150s were the cheaper, more disposable cars, but this one survived. It's got little different things on it, you know, the smooth sides, no chrome. The little gravel guards in the back are actually black rubber. You'll see most of these things are stainless, polished stainless on the Bel Airs, but these are actually black rubber. And just the little things like that make it different. You know, just different enough. Put new side windows, but they're rolled down. Put a new vent window in it, all the ones that are broken, you know, but yeah, it turned out cool. You know, we had a lot of work in this thing. And when we say a year, it didn't take us a year, right? We were working on this thing every day.
We worked on it every day of the week. We might have been done in about, what, 3 weeks?
Maybe. It was a fairly simple car to put together. Yeah. Luckily, Walton Fabrications, Speedway Engineering, a lot of different forums, there's a lot of resources for this car that made it pretty straightforward. You know, it's not like it's an oddball. It's not like it's a DeSoto or something. There's not a whole lot of them out there, and there's not a whole like fan base behind them, but worked out pretty good. So got the exhaust done by the local exhaust shop. Wanted them to keep it nice and tucked up under there, just a single pipe. Did a turbo style muffler, real tucked high, and you know, it's got just a little sound, but not overly loud. It works good. We had one little test drive, but we're gonna take the little cruise in tonight. See what the crowd's reaction is to it.
It's gonna be good.
It's going to be good.
If they have good taste, it's going to be good.
It's going to be good. We'll see if we can do the classic reach in the window and start. Oh yeah,
Of course.
right there.
Of course.
My grandfather always said if you could reach in the window and start it, the carburetor's right. Now, and it's, I mean, you can hear nice and smooth, quiet. You hear the exhaust. Oh yeah, just nice little low tone, not loud, but you can hear it running. It's kind of a cool little cruiser, right?
Yeah, it turned out perfect. It looks like intentionally unintentional. What I mean is like there's just the right amount of natural and the right amount of new, and it makes you want to get in and drive it around town and take your girl out, and couldn't ask for much more out of a cool little hot rod.
Exactly. Yeah. And that was the goal. We didn't want to, like I said, didn't want to overdo it. Didn't want to make it too expensive. I mean, this is something that will be posted for sale. Unfortunately, I can't keep them all. Around here, we like to build them, enjoy them for a little while, move them on to the next owner, and then we get to build the next thing. You know, because our garage isn't big enough for all the cars.
Not yet, at least.
Not yet. We got our eye on a couple more. Actually, maybe go and look at one or two today. Who knows? But you know, we want to give you guys a recap. Check it out. You know, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're having a lot of fun with this channel. We're getting a lot of great positive feedback. I feel like we're helping some people. We got a lot of questions in the comment section, wanting to know how we did this and where we got that, and that's the main purpose of this. You know, like we want to document what we do to potentially help other people and build the car community even further, so that we can all have cool stuff and go cruise around together.
Yeah, we got to keep these things cruising, man.
Got to keep them cruising. And got to get someone. Cruising.
I don't know who he's pointing at.
Someone's slacking on his hot rod game. But anyway, if we ended up going to the cruise night tonight, we'll clue you in on that too. But for now, appreciate you tuning in, and see you next time.
Later.